You're actually shy because you want to be shy. Now we might be like, what do you mean? Shyness is everything I want to avoid in life. Is it really? Take a look at your ceiling. Look up at your ceiling right now, really. Just like me. Did you manage to do it? Did you want to do it? Did you accomplish the task of looking up at your ceiling? Probably you did, because it's pretty easy. Like, there was a congruence between what you wanted to do and what you actually did. This congruence persists in every single area of your life. If you want to be in a certain way, to behave in a certain way, you are gonna behave in that way. No person on the planet is stupid enough to not do what they want to do. Now that means that a part of you, at least, a part of you wants you to be shy. Maybe not your awareness, your consciousness, the part of you that wants you to go ahead and make progress in life and to improve yourself, but there is a part of you that wants you to keep being shy forever. And that part of you is just like it's just like a demon in your mind. Have you watched the movie Venom? There is this main character, I don't know what his name is, he's played by Tom Hardy, and he basically lives with this alien in his mind 24/7, and he can hear Venom's thoughts all the time. In a way, this is the same thing that you're doing. You live with this demonic voice in your mind that's just keeping you small all the time, and that part of your brain wants you to just keep playing it small, to just keep playing to not lose instead of playing to win, and to never improve your social life. Because that's why you didn't take the proper action that leads to improving it. Like you see this in smokers all the time. If you know people that are smokers, you might just go ahead and ask them about cigarettes, like what do they think of cigarettes? And they might be like, oh, like they are horrible, please don't start smoking. But they keep on smoking. They know cigarettes are very bad for their health, yet they still keep smoking. A part of them still wants to keep smoking because it's the lesser evil. Just getting rid of the cigarettes would probably be too painful for them. And something similar is what's happening to you right now as well. Being more outgoing and approaching people, the single, like, even the thought of you approaching people on the street is probably triggering to you because you believe this is so dangerous for your image. You believe you are just a loser. You believe there is like you're gonna mess it up because you are socially awkward all the time. You probably have so many of these limiting beliefs that have just been keeping you small for years and years and years. And if you do nothing about it, these beliefs are only gonna keep you small for the rest of your life. Nothing's gonna change. Like the only thing that will lead to a change is literally you taking action, conscious, directed, intentional action as soon as possible to change this. Now, in order to be able to do this, you must understand what's the source of that demonic voice in your mind. And for that, I want to break down the three levels of awareness. There is basically the thing you know, which is, for example, that you are on the YouTube app right now. You know that you are watching this video on YouTube. The things you don't know, for example, what's written in every single book that you can see right there behind me. You have no idea what the content of every single book behind me is. And there is the things you don't know, which is like it's your subconscious mind. These are the things that are pulling your strings. These are the things that are keeping you playing small in life. And these are basically the reason for your shyness. Some thoughts that are still part of you, like they're still in your brain, but you just don't have access to them. And the easiest way to like tap into those thoughts and to be able to like verbalize them and potentially even analyze them is when you're gonna get triggered. It's when you go ahead, you talk to people, and you become all tense, and all of this social anxiety starts taking over you. So then if you want to tap into those beliefs and to actually go ahead and destroy them, what you need to do is to take action, is to put in the work, is to go ahead and talk to people on the street, talk to more people in your environments that you usually go to, or like, school or work or whatever. If you don't go to any of these environments, then just join a class, go to the gym, do something. You should engage in some social environments every single day, or like at least several times a week. Perhaps you have days where you're like locked up inside your room all day long, but if there is just like one or a couple of days throughout the week where you are like this in this situation, that's okay. but you should still have like at least 3-4 times a week when you go ahead and partake in a social environment. And those are the perfect opportunities for you to go ahead and talk to people, because as I said, this is the action you need to take. These are the reps at the gym. Like this is the muscle building of your mind in order for you to get to the point where you're gonna be socially confident. Unless you do these reps, you're never gonna become socially confident, and shyness will keep pulling your strings forever, unfortunately. And I'm only thinking about that, your mind might already come with excuses. Maybe you're just gonna be thinking like, nah, I could never go ahead and engage in conversations with people because I'm just gonna get negative feedback anyway. Like they are probably gonna think I'm weird because I am just looking at them in a certain way, because I look in a certain way, because my voice sounds like this. Like, is that really a fact? Are you really certain of that? Or is that just an assumption of your mind? Is that the venom in your mind that's just trying to keep you small? That's probably just an assumption. You don't even know that to be a fact. So then why not go ahead and sample it? Go ahead and try it out. Because like, what's the worst thing that could happen? You get rejected by a couple of people out of like 8 billion on Earth. It's not so bad when you put it in this perspective. But maybe you do have proof that you do get rejected. Maybe you really went through such interactions, tried to approach people, and you really didn't get the positive feedback you expected. And if that's the case, there is no wonder, because one, you had probably sky high expectations, and then two, you probably didn't have the proper vibe to begin with. Because if you go there and engage in a conversation with them from a place of not respecting yourself, like you're literally rejecting yourself before they even get the chance to reject you, like just imagine your energy when you go ahead and engage in a conversation with them. Not gonna be the best energy, and they probably don't want to be around such a person. People love being around happy people. If you go out there and you're just giving this impression that you completely hate your life, then people don't really think much of you. They are not really gonna be pulled to you, maybe repelled away. So then a priority, this separate point, but a priority for you in your life should be for you to literally feel good yourself, first of all, because that's how you attract people. Now, even if you go ahead and engage in conversations from a place of not really respecting yourself so much yet, perhaps you are motivated and you want to take action as soon as possible, which that would be perfect, honestly. That's the ideal. And if you already got that mindset in your mind, your future self is already thanking you so much, because that's probably so much more than you've done in the last months or even years. And if you go ahead and approach people and talk to them in your social environments from a place of not respecting yourself to like the maximum extent possible, you could still get positive feedback, because you are never completely rejected. Like there is always both positive feedback and negative feedback. And when you have this venom in your mind, it only focuses on the negative feedback because it wants to reinforce your previous beliefs. You are believing that you are socially awkward, so this demonic voice inside your head is just gonna look for proof that is gonna satisfy that premise. So every single social interaction, every single social feedback you receive is gonna be filtered through this lens of how can I reinforce the belief that I am socially awkward. And the thing is, objectively speaking, like if I were to just go ahead and analyze your interaction with people, I would probably think that it's a lot better than you do, because you are just focused on the negative feedback. What you need to do is to just open your eyes more and realize that there is a half empty part of the glass, obviously, but there is also a half full part of the glass. And you should focus more on the half full part of the glass. So when you go ahead and talk to people, try to be more open. Try to just be aware of that negative and belittling self-talk you have in your mind. And don't listen to it blindly, because this is what you've been doing so far, and this approach only leads to you being even more shy and you making literally no progress socially. You need to be more open to interpret the positive feedback you receive and then to actually believe it. Because again, you might get positive feedback, you might even get complimented, and you might be a bit happy in the moment, but then your mind is just gonna be like, ah, yeah, they were probably just lying to me. They were probably just making fun of me anyway. Interesting. Your mind doesn't want you to make the progress, at least a big chunk of it. If your mind wanted you, if there was a congruence in your desire for escaping a state of shyness and social anxiety, you would be free already. And the way for you to break out of this state and to finally reach that freedom is to implement exactly what we've been talking about in this video. Or at least that's a fantastic starting point. The process is a bit longer and more complex. It's something I break down in a course I made, designed exactly to help people escape social anxiety and get to the point where they are socially confident and carefree. And that's the first link in the description. Check it out if you're interested. But the main takeaway, literally, just take action, please. Just go ahead and take action. Try to not listen blindly to that voice inside your head, because not every single thought you have is congruent to your desire of escaping shyness and improving your social life. And then you will just see that as time goes on, if you take this action step, it's going to become better and better and better.